Norfolk Police Emergency. Go ahead, caller.
Hello, my name's Cindy Stringer. My husband Nigel Stringer has been on to you guys a few minutes ago about a burglary that we're having, and they've actually gone through our front gate now. They've gone over or whatever through our electric gate, so we're quite frightened now.
Okay, so they've gone over your electric gate in front.
Well, I think that's where that's where they were standing. I see any access in. Yes. So yeah, they're through now.
They're through now. Okay, bear with me.
You've got our address?
Yeah, it's Boyland Hall?
Yes.
Yeah, lovely. We have got officers en route.
Okay. Yeah, they're walking down. There's a guy walking down the drive now. I can actually see him.
Male walking down the drive, yeah.
I'm going to just run.
Can you see any tools or anything?
I'm sorry?
Can you see any tools or anything?
No, he's walking with his hands in his pocket. I think that's this Anthony guy.
So believed to be the Anthony guy?
Yes, it is. It's definitely him. It's definitely him. My husband, I don't know whether my husband's going to go out to see him.
Where are the other three persons gone?
I can't see because our gate is quite away from the house. It only appears that he's there, but I don't honestly know because we've sort of got a few trees between our house and the gate.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's just standing there now.
So Anthony is just standing there?
Yeah, oh, hang on, he's walking even closer now. They're coming up to the door now. Don't open the door.
Still with his hands in the pocket?
I'm sorry?
Still with his hands in the pocket?
Yes, his hands are in his pocket.
Yeah, have you got your front door locked?
Yes, we have. Actually, his hands are out, and he's saying oh, gosh. There's three men in our drive now, and I think it's going to get very violent.
Okay, we are getting officers there as an emergency. They will not be.
What are going to be very long?
They're coming on blue lights and sirens, which is the fastest response. They will be with you shortly.
Okay. Then.
Can you make sure the front door is locked?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, what was that?
Hang on. There's some fighting going on. Hang on, my son's out there.
Your son's in the driveway?
I think my son and husband. I can't see now because I think my phone is going to cut off if I take it any further. I can't see, but he's out there in the drive with him.
What, your husband is?
Yes.
Or your son?
My husband and my son, they're going up the drive.
Okay. But you can't see any weapons?
No.
No. And do you know, can you tell me the address that they were renting, this Anthony?
Number 19A, Riverside Road. He's been out for a long time. He's been out for about 18 months.
Is that Riverside Road in Norwich?
I think so, yeah. I think yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 92, I'm en route to my car, unfortunately, though.
92 on a grade B Bravo received. 92.
I'm pretty sure you've already said it, but I think for 2-3's benefit, just to hold fire unless there's anything obvious that they need to react to, ever. Either we tried ARV or roads or somewhere.
I just deployed the Romeo Charlie units to a grade Alpha RTC. I was looking at other resources, although they were going to be quite far away.
Okay, duty 4 permission.
Duty 4, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Sergeant Burke at Holston is receiving, Dave, if you're receiving and booked on. Can you make to the last grade A, please, the supervision November 9 to, I think it is, from early turns. Only got them marked cars going back to Wyndham.
All units, we'll be getting some more units for this one. Unarmed officers should not challenge any armed or otherwise dangerous subjects in connection with this incident. This is a clear threat to life.
They're coming up to the door.
Get away from the door. Get away from it.
I'm sorry? Yes, his hands are in his pocket. Yes, we have. Actually, his hands are out.
Get away! Get away! Leave now! You will leave now! Get out! Just leave it. No.
That's your handiwork.
What are you up to?
Would you like to go first? Or should
Just so you're aware, I've got my body camera on.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
You invited yourself here, now you invite yourself out.
Right, I came to speak to Nigel over here. I'm in possession of a court order that states he should make my belongings available to me within 14 days.
Okay.
We have had some correspondence via email since that court hearing, which was last week Friday. He has since decided to stop responding to my emails.
Right.
Now, within that court order, there's a caveat that while he has the responsibility to make my goods available to me within 14 days, if I fail, or for some reason do not pick those goods up within those 14 days, he's allowed to dispose of them. It is me screaming. They tried to get footage of it through the bushes. I'm not sure how much they got.
They were in the garden.
But they were not in the garden. They were not in the garden. This footage for that. I was assaulted, brutally assaulted. I was being called a nigger by Nigel, by his son, which I'm sure then turns that into a hate crime. But yeah, that is the long and short story. I've got a court order that demands he makes my belongings available to me. He has refused to do that. And then on top of that, I have been brutally assaulted with weapons, including a knife, which he attempted to stab me with numerous times.
Right.
As I was retreating.
Okay.
Yes, I am on his property.
Right.
But at no point did I threaten anybody whatsoever. That does not make it right.
Okay.
For Nigel to attempt for him to attempt to murder me. As I failed to get out, I requested multiple times for him to open the gate and let me out. He refused. That's the long and short story of it.
Right.
If you'd like the true story, you can come indoors again.
I say, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to speak to a colleague, but you may be coming with us. But I'm going to have to speak to a colleague. Alright. Idiot.
I'll have to see that.
With getting that video off his phone and what do you do with that?
Going to be Barkway. Sounds healthy. Yeah. They've nicked the dad while I was talking to him, because apparently they've seen some good video footage apparently. And he claims he has been assaulted multiple times, and they have threatened to stab him or tried to stab him, and also called him a nigger and he believes that is a hate crime so far.
No, I don't think I am.
Give me another salute when the officer's looking then, will you? That's right.
Very well done, my dear.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Try it again.
You're very well.
Why are you on that side of the fence?
I wanted to speak to Nigel.
So you climbed over the fence?
Yes, I did.
Was that the right thing to do?
Unfortunately, I've got correspondence.
Have you got his phone number? Could have phoned him then, couldn't you?
Several times, voicemails,
and then he climbed over the fence.
Yeah.
Voicemails.
Right.
Listen, I'm not saying that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, okay.
I've not attempted. Unfortunately, I was left with no option.
Right.
I have attempted I've attempted diplomatic approach at this. He has just refused to comply with the court order. Again.
Where is this court order?
I've got it in the car.
Okay. Has anyone got it for me?
I can get it.
Trying to see what injuries have you got?
At the moment, I sustained blows to the head, forearm,
Are you able
ribs.
to move?
I really don't want to risk making my injuries any worse.
Are you able to move or not?
I think try.
Try.
Please try.
Try. Try.
Okay.
Well, we're trying to get him out, but he's claiming he can't move because he's worried about making his injuries worse. I'll give him an injury if he's not careful.
What injuries is he saying he's got?
He's got a cut to the arm.
Right. What, consistent with the knife that he's saying he...
Well, no, it's not a knife. Not a knife with him. No.
You're not. You're literally not helping me.
Are you?
I've just been. What did you?
Don't
to be coherent at the moment.
It's not worth it. I need to know what your symptoms
Don't do that.
are.
I've told you I'm numb. The moment, so I can't really tell you
where does it hurt? Because I need to be able to tell the ambulance what you're feeling, don't I?
I'm numb in my
You've been hit?
my arms, my head,
Right.
torso,
Look, come sit down.
everywhere. They
Come
were
sit down.
taking turns,
Let's
hitting
sit
me
down.
where they felt.
Come sit down.
Hey, calm
They
down.
wanted
Sit down.
to-
Come sit
so,
down. Come sit down. Come sit
you
down.
know.
Come sit down.
How old are you, mate? How old are you, mate?
I'm 30.
Good.
They were hitting me with a hammer. They tried to stab me. Peter tried to stab me. I had nothing in my fucking hand. I had nothing in my fucking hand. I said nothing to threaten them at all. He tried to fucking stab me. I will really. Is that on?
Yeah, this is on.
If that's
Intimidate even with. I don't know.
I'd imagine they felt fairly intimidated with you four all turning up. To be fair.
Understand that.
Yeah.
Completely understand that.
I could safely say you probably haven't helped the situation.
To my wife to call the police, called Rowan downstairs. I was on the 999 call. I don't need to go into that, you can listen to it yourself. Rowan came downstairs, I told Rowan to get me this, which I keep in my bedroom. We were backwards and forwards on the phone to the police a little while. My daughter was upstairs watching from the upstairs windows. We can't see very well through the trees from there, but she said that she saw people coming down the drive. I looked out of the window and I at first saw one person coming down the drive. I went to get my air rifle from my bedroom, which has remained indoors and it's not been fired. I left it by the front door because I used this instead. He, Anthony Manatswa, came to the front door.
2-3, I'm in the middle of a conversation. Sorry.
Manatswa came to the front door. I was getting some gloves at that time, so I was just up the hallway. Rowan, my son here, was the other inside the front door, shouting at him at the top of his voice, get away from the house, go now, run, go, get away from the house. I had already seen out of one of the front windows those other three who were going down the driveway through these trees, in and out of the trees, but they didn't go much further than the last corner of the driveway, so they didn't actually approach the house. But Manatswa was right up to my front door. I told him to go and he didn't. I wasn't going to wait for those three and all four of them to come to the house, spread round the house and break in, and so he was on his own. So I went out with this and said, go. Rowan was behind me to protect me and I hit him several times with it. He wouldn't go, he raised his arms to me. He came at me at first and said, I want my stuff, I want my fucking stuff. And I said, no, you go.
So
it's self-defense, protecting my family. We even kept the dog inside, and if you see the size of the dog, you'll know that we were just acting in self-defense.
Can I ask you to pop that hockey stick down, please? With the evidence we've got at present, you're going to need to be spoken to officially. Okay, so as of 4:15, you are under arrest on suspicion of aggravated.
Oh, it's a mess, isn't it? The trouble is, though, do we bring all four of these in for a fray? Because they're all in there, aren't they?
And a trespassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's my issue. Are we?
How many have actually gone over the fence?
Oh, all of them.
Oh, all of them.
Yeah, they say. He says that obviously the main lettuce we've got in the driver's seat. He's saying he's literally at the house, and these other three are walking in the tree line to go down towards the house.
How many have actually gone over the fence?
Oh, all of them.
Oh, all of them.
Yeah, they say.
I think they've all said as well that she was taking a video when he came up to the house.
We'll try and get that.
Alright, brilliant. Cheers, Sarge.
Like 4G, but it's not really
Don't move around too much.
Save the number and then send the videos to that number.
Name is?
Daniel. So you're saying you can't come tonight?
I honestly
but you're
can't
available
come tonight. From
can I just ask you to remain here
until
until I come out again? Are you available tonight? Yeah, and you?
I need to go as well.
You need to go?
But I can come tomorrow. Anytime.
As I said,
Right.
from tomorrow morning.
Who's got stuff on their phone?
I got footage on my phone. He's got footage on his phone.
Right. I mean,
Well.
I'll be completely blunt. We need them. We need the
Can you
phones.
send the stuff to me?
Daniel Mogu.
Where's the nearest police station then?
Sorry?
The nearest police station, yeah.
Oh, the nearest yeah, but we probably won't be taking you there. We'll probably do it at this.
This?
Yeah, quote me on that. It might be Long Stratton because it's probably easier to do there.
Okay, I need to start making some moves. I suppose he's gonna go. You're gonna go with them, aren't you?
Are you driving?
Yeah, but you can just take the car.
Don't worry.
Which
you're
car
gonna
did you
go.
drive in? That one.
Yeah.
Once we're done, are you able to go back home?
That's what.
Okay.
And then I'll come pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll come pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll come pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll come pick it up.
Yeah.
Are they gone now? Snedders and...
Yeah, well, I'm not going to
Because he needs to rush.
I can take it home, man. It's fine. You with me?
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you can take it.
Obviously, we're not going to be moving anyone out because we've got multiple of our officers' cars
Yeah.
here. So.
Okay.
And then I'll come pick it up.
Yeah.
Are they gone now? Snedders and...
Yeah, well, I'm not going to There was a
Frey, yeah. Yeah.
Private, isn't it, sir?
And that then,
kind of covers
and that's what I then said to Sarge as well. Then, if we're nicking him for a fray,
We should have done the old man as well.
but should we be bringing these four in as well? But that's it. You know, do we bring all of them in and then cause carnage?
We can't make 6 people.
No, that's
We have
it.
to take one side, I think. Logistically,
It's a nightmare, isn't it? It is a nightmare.
Right. How many Wyndham cards have
We've
we
got 2. just depends. I think they'll go compliantly, to be fair. So.
Comply with the court order. Again.
Where is this court order?
I've got it in the car.
Okay, has anyone got it for me?
I can get it. Can you just tell us again? It would be, today is what, Sunday, so that would make it 9 days.
Actually, when we arrived here, he did ring the police, telling them we're here, that we might need assistance.
Yeah.
And the person we spoke on the phone obviously couldn't do anything.
Well, we were on our way. We've been called, obviously, and we were on our way.
That was the gentleman that called you.
Yeah.
I'm saying when we arrived here, when we rang several times before, he climbed over, he rang the police himself, my colleague rang the police himself, requesting assistance.
And what were you told?
The person he spoke to on the phone couldn't be able to help.
Couldn't be, is that what they said on the phone?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, couldn't be
and
able to help.
who was it you spoke to, your control room, or?
I don't know. He's the person that made the call, because it's not me. All we all came here to do is, he's got properties that we need to help him carry out, and he was expecting that they're not going to give him a helping hand to carry it out. As you could see, none of us is here to do anything in the sense of robbing them or whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah. In the sense of robbing them or whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't help feeling we're going a little bit one-sided, but.
It's all on the 999 tape.
Okay, is it
all on the 999 tape. I saw you coming in. So did my wife. Saw you coming in. So did my wife. So did my daughter.
Yeah, so did.
We all did. So give it up.
Right. Alright.
Get them out on PNC.
And I'm just looking at the call order now.
He's the only one to entered the property, is he? Or entered the ground?
I believe so, yeah. Is he the only one that entered the property?
No, they claimed they didn't get into the house, they didn't get a chance. He was right up to the front door. The other
I mean past this gate.
Oh, they all came past the gate.
Oh, right, okay.
That is not true.
We videoed it from outside here, so how would you have gone into the fence?
Like this.
That'll be fine. If you've got it on a video, then it will all be...
How old are you, mate? So,
That's fine.
what are you feeling now?
I'm in shock at the moment. I'm just numb.
Matt and I then
Yeah.
with him. Just go for ABH. You must have a lump.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to request it on the CAD that we've requested an ambulance, but they'll probably just advise.
I'll go
Can I
with-
request an ambulance, please, for the male here who's been assaulted, been clumped by the on the head. Sorry.
I'll go with ABH on the move.
It's advising you to phone ambulance yourselves. Our procedure has now changed. Yeah. It's to phone 999. I mean, I can do it through my phone if you want. I can do it for you. But our control room, unfortunately, aren't able to. I mean, I can phone them for you if you like. But there's questions that they'll ask that they'll need to speak to you with. Do you want me to phone it on the phone?
Yeah, sure. As I was saying, the hockey stick and the hammer, they changed hands. It went from father.
So let's not do that now.
We've made the attempt to collect it today.
I just need to obviously liaise with my supervisor and find out if we're going to take a statement from you today, or if not, it will be later on today or maybe tomorrow. But I just need to speak to him first. Obviously, we'll be speaking to you guys as well. But I don't want to have to. So let's not do that now.
We've made the attempt to collect it today.
I just need to obviously liaise with my supervisor and find out if we're going to take a statement from you today, or if not, it will be later on today or maybe tomorrow. But I just need to speak to him first. Obviously, we'll be speaking to you guys as well.
If they want to bolt on, they can do. If they want to bolt on, they can do. The video doesn't show the other lad, other than walking and a bit of verbal.
What the lad's the
guy with him.
No, it doesn't. No, it shows the old boy, doesn't it? So we've got
that's a clear cut one
That
for
is
now.
clear, yeah.
I'll ask. Matt and I are going to swift the
Well,
old boy.
we might be taking the son in as well. That's what we're thinking.
I'll swift him in. No drama. He'd be good as gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to switch this on then, alright?
Well, I don't know, maybe like, listen, like him and the babies and we had drug dealers and we don't work. Yeah.
I mean, the there is good gold. I'll speak to Snedden. I'm sure Snedden will be alright.
Oh, you're independent, aren't you?
No.
Oh, you're not?
Tutor.
Okay.
And my tutor in here.
Right.
I've been paired up with Caroline.
Yeah.
Lost consciousness at any point?
Well, he was stumbling. If we weren't screaming and telling them we're videoing it, it probably would have got worse.
Are you able
Button on the door. Central locket. this car? Yeah. Right, that's perfect.